Hello and welcome to Yadnya Investment Academy. Today we are going to do a mutual fund review. Let me first explain the methodology of the review. We will list and review the fund on various parameters and rate each parameter by green, yellow or red star. Green star means good performance, yellow means average and red means below average performance. In the end, based on total number of green, yellow and red stars, you can take a call to buy this fund or not. Please remember all the fund parameters we are going to discuss here are based on 20th Jan 2018 data as reference, and we only review regular and growth plans of mutual funds. In this video, we are going to review fund named TATA India Tax Savings Fund. This fund is a ELSS fund launched in 1996. Let's review it in detail now. First parameter is that the fund belongs to Tata Mutual Fund family, which is currently India's 13th biggest fund house in terms of asset under management out of more than 40 fund houses, and was established in 1995. Though the fund house has been in existence for good time in market, but still doesn't figure in top 10, and hence we give this parameter a yellow star. Tax Savings Fund was launched in March 1996 and is one of the Tata's oldest fund and has been active for almost 22 years now and has seen all major market ups and downs. So let's give a green star here for being an experienced fund. Fund is categorized in ELSS category as it gives section 80C tax deductions for investing and has a 3-year lock-in. Now moving to next, this fund has an asset under management of around 1092 crores and is the 12th biggest ELSS fund in category with almost 40 funds. So even though fund has spent more than 20 years in market, still fund's asset under management is below its peers, which indicates lack of trust among investors, and hence we give a yellow star for this parameter. Now let's talk about the returns. We will first talk about the trailing returns from 20th Jan 2018 date and then talk about calendar returns. In trailing returns, we can see fund has consistently and handsomely beaten its benchmark index, that is BSE Sensex, as well as category average across 1, 3, 5 and 10 years. So this is surely an excellent trailing performance. But looking at calendarized returns of last 10 years, which means returns from 1st Jan to 31st December of a calendar year, we see that there have been 2 instances when fund was beaten by both benchmark and category, that is in 2009 and 2016, though both times it was near to benchmark returns. Now interestingly, with such an excellent trailing returns, fund has beaten both category and benchmark only 3 times in last 10 years. So what does it tell about the fund? It tells us that fund's very good performance in 2017 has pulled the trailing returns above category average. But from consistency perspective, fund has not been consistent in performance. Actually, if we analyze, fund's performance has been really good only in 2015 and 2017, which has catapulted its returns in last few years. Due to this inconsistent performance, we give this fund 1 green and 1 red star on this parameter. Next important parameter is fund manager. Rupesh Patel is the fund manager of this fund since April 2015. Rupesh is BE and MBA and is working with Tata Asset Management since 2008, so is an old timer here. Rupesh manages several other funds of Tata Mutual Fund family. Here is the list. So as you can see, most of these funds are small as compared to peers in terms of asset under management. And in terms of performance, dividend yield and equity opportunities fund has given below average returns recently and rest are close to average. Clearly, tax saving fund is the best performing fund of Rupesh. So looking at overall performance and Rupesh's stability with the fund house, we give this parameter a yellow star. Next parameter is top stock holding of the fund and understanding the fund's diversification. Fund has 72 stocks in portfolio with top 5 contributing just around 15%. Cash allocation is around 6%. This proves very well diversified portfolio with biggest stock just has 4.4% share, and hence we give this parameter a green star. Now moving to sector diversification, fund's top 3 sectors has weightage of almost 50% and is overweight on financial sector with close to 28% allocation. This overweight allocation is in line with its benchmark BSE Sensex as well, which also has similar weightage to top 3 sectors. So for this allocation, we give them a yellow star. Next are expenses. Expense ratio of this fund is 2.4%, which is equivalent to average expense ratio of this category, that is ELSS category, of around 2.45%. Hence we give a yellow star on this parameter. Now those who like numbers, let's discuss few important ratios too. Standard deviation, a measure of volatility and risk, is higher than benchmark and category average, which means it takes higher risk than both. Beta 2 is a measure of risk and is again little higher than the category. Alpha, which measures the risk adjusted returns. So 9.5 alpha means it can perform 9.5% better than the benchmark. For the fund, alpha is way above category average, which shows very good return expectations from this fund. So fund is moderately high risk and high return category fund. Last is P ratio of the portfolio, which is 27.5 as compared to benchmark's P of around 25.8, which is almost equivalent. So ratios prove that by moderately higher risk taking, fund has above average return profile as compared to others, and hence we give this parameter a green star. Few other important info to note about the fund is that it is a multi-cap fund with large cap allocation of around 52% and rest in mid and small cap. And this table shows how rupees 10,000 SIP would have performed in various time frames and prove a good performance this fund has given continuously. So if we calculate, we got total 4 green stars and 5 yellow stars and 1 red star. Inconsistent fund performance being the biggest concern area for us in this fund. So to summarize, TATA India Tax Savings Fund is a multi-cap fund in ELSS category with half of portfolio in large caps and rest in mid and small caps. Fund has been active for more than 20 years, but its AUM of just more than 1000 crores doesn't do justice with its experience. Fund's performance in last 3 years have been very good, which has taken its current trailing returns above average. But overall, the returns are very inconsistent in last 10 years with few good years and few bad years as well. Fund is banking focused with almost 28% allocation to the sector. So from consistency perspective, there are better funds available in the category. But still, if you are looking for a high risk, high return fund, you can put this in your shortlist. So before I close, I want to tell you about our book on mutual funds and SIP available on Amazon and Flipkart. Details are in description of the video. That is all we have on this topic. If you have any question, please do write in the comment section below and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Have a great time ahead. Jai Hind.